Welcome to SuperStarcraftBros.
Platinum Thursday.
I'm Jay.
And I'm Iron Sparks.
And we have a TvZ for you guys today on this lovely Platinum Thursday on none other but the wandering starship Derelict Watcher.
Indeed.
We got a hello, good luck, have fun, and a good luck, have fun throwing out by the players. Gotta love the manners. It feels like every day less and less manners.
You don't normally get a hello that often.
Oh, no, just a good luck, have fun.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, let's get into this game and introduce the players.
In our bottom left corner, we have our red Terran AzureMarine.
It doesn't look blue.
He's blue.
Okay.
And the blue Zerg, ATHEOTES from eXeSTK.
Steak. Actually, clansman of fan of the show, Demon Monkey. So,
which, gonna be seeing game 2 of that best of 3 tomorrow.
All right. Who won last week?
Demon Monkey.
Demon Monkey did take.
He beat up a deaf kid.
That's so mean. All right. Into the game. So we have what's his full name? ATHEOTES. Athens. His name's Athens.
ATHEOTES.
ATHEOTES. Okay. ATHEOTES versus the Marine. It's very, very standard Terran build at the top of the ramp and back at ATHEOTES. We have what looks like is going to be a fast expand with early gas.
Probably.
Alright. Which means that we're probably going to see something higher up on the tech tree for our Zerg player. And as Iron Sparks lets out a giant yawn, nothing much happening. Or really fast speedlings.
He could be going a quick pull just for in case, or he's just not planning as fast expand at all.
Maybe. Alright, Barracks is about to finish, and he actually has Marines queued up ASAP over to the natural, probably an attempt to maybe stop and expand or something like that.
But that would be kind of cool. I mean, it isn't a big map, but,
it's big enough.
Marines aren't like speedwalkers.
Oh, no, they are not sprinters at all. I mean,
they need drugs to go fast.
Yeah, they do. I mean, they only got 45 minutes of training. Conditioning is really probably not one of the things that's put into the 45 seconds of training.
I thought it was 45 minutes.
Seconds.
You said 45 minutes the first time.
I said seconds.
The second time.
Well, it's seconds. Well,
alright, spawning pool is done, and we have a lair on the way.
What the? I am very, very interested. Actually, no, we have a rally point out because we're gonna have a bit of a Reaper harass from AzureMarine.
This might do some damage because there is a spawning pool down, but there's not gonna be a queen.
No, there is not, because a lot of the resources used to get that lair down, and we do have the expand now that the lair's underway. This is very, very interesting considering that ATHEOTES no defense.
No, I mean, this Reaper's going to be able to... granted, Reapers aren't the best against buildings anymore.
No, the grenades have been fizzled.
Which...
Oh, well.
Yeah.
I mean, it's sad for me as a Terran player, but it's...
But okay. You didn't actually use them anyway.
No. Reapers are so weak that, they're really good for scouting. They're really good for doing some really, really fast, micro-intensive harass. But, hello, drone pool. Alright, all the drones were pulled off to try and save their one buddy. The Reaper's attacking the ones on the gas, so... Lings come out now, a little bit of micro now, trying to pull the Reaper back, trying to get these Zerglings, trying to get the Reaper away so he can get his drugs or / his Band-Aid out on his wounds.
He might be able to kill both of these.
Can he do it? He gets one, he gets two! Go! 2 points. Alright, Reaper goes back to work on the drones. Iron Spark stares at me like I'm weird. And he does get another kill out. But there's 2 more Lings. There's 2 more Lings. Can they do it? The Reaper has re-healed himself.
It's like we're watching Deja Vu, except they're going the other way.
Oh my god, it's like we're in Australia. Because they're on the other side of the planet. They're down below. So, do they think we're down below? Or do they think that we're up?
We're high.
Yeah, they probably think that too. Alright, Queen's End Spine now out. Queen's going, get away from my babies! And the Reaper's like, I'm just going to go over here.
Alright, Reaper did do quite some damage. Going to be able to pick off another Ling.
But what I was gonna ask, has AzureMarine been macroing behind this?
He built a command center.
Okay, we have
he built a factory.
Orbital command, factory.
He built a reactor.
So we'll probably see some Hellions go out of this.
Or Widow Mines.
Not a bad call either. I like Widow Mines for defensive purposes. Ling's moving south now. Probably scout out what AzureMarine's doing.
Or they're just leaving for winter.
Maybe because, you know, winter is coming. And God, if you are a Stark Zergling, you need to get the hell out of the city. You need to go away. And by God, do not go to any special events.
No.
That's all I'm saying.
But get a dog.
Get a dog. Get a dog?
Yeah.
Why?
Because that way you'll live.
Yeah, evidently. Alright, holy, that's one way to defend. Little overkill. Little.
So who's going to clean up the command center?
Not the Widow Mines. Alright, Widow Mines saved the day. Kill those 3 retreating Zerglings who were just trying to get away from the White Walkers who were heading down from the northern parts of Westeros. And back at ATHEOTES base, we do have a Nidus network. I love Nidus networks. Gotta love the Nidus network.
We know.
We do have an Overlord position down to...
What's going to go in it?
You know, what tech we got? We have spawning pool. We have an infestation pit. So either queens, infestor, swarm hosts, or lings. Oh. The scan does go down, reveals the tech that's out, reveals the infestation pit, reveals that the Nidus network is down. And it does look like the Marauder is going to start positioning himself. He'll probably be able to glance that Overlord, that giant floating cockroach that's hanging out. Weird. So they have to like advertise what units they have on the ship. We have stalkers, sentries.
No, it's like a menu. This is what you get to choose from.
Oh, okay. All right, it's like a drive up Protoss assembly line menu. All right. There we go. I was about to say we're probably going to see some missile turrets, and we have one down at that spot where the Overlord's hanging out. No tech research from the infestation pit, so we don't quite... actually, no, we do have swarm hosts in production. Which essentially is like the burrowed siege tank form of for this thing. I think it was a Carbot Animation StarCraft's thing. It was like the Heart of the Swarm premiere, where they had like the arena and the fighting ring, and they had the lurker versus swarm host.
That was a raunchy animation.
Was that raunchy? I thought that was hilarious. If you guys haven't, raunchy animation, check out. It was like, I don't even remember what the video was called, but it had like, it was like deciding who was gonna be in Heart of the Swarm, and so they had a fight between the swarm host and the lurker, and it was a draw. So they just picked the swarm host. We have a Nidus Swarm out here now. Thank you, Minimap, for signaling where it is. And essentially what this is going to allow is just faster movement between the Zerg base and the Terran base. Might creep the hell out of the Terran player as well. These things always remind me of the sandworms from Dune. Except more disgusting. Are you asking for one right there?
Why not?
Scan might reveal the creep, but not going to reveal the... worm.
The
Spitting out everything.
Finally get in there. But you know, what are they gonna do?
They're gonna fight the missiles of the Widow Mine. AzureMarine is a little nervous. He's scanning around trying to figure out where this Nidus Worm popped out of. Queen did pop down a creep tumor to lock in this creep outside of the Nidus Worm.
We have wood mines and a tank.
Yeah, that's disaster right there. The swarm hosts are spitting out their locusts, but
Banelings.
Ooh, Banelings morphing in. A lot of swarm hosts, and we're probably going to get some type of concave set up for the swarm host. They're a little far away. I don't... Ooh.
He likes to play with Destiny.
Oh, absolutely. Is Root Destiny still playing?
No idea.
Alright. Swarm hosts are burrowed. We have kind of what looks like some type of really soft Zerg contain on the Terran player. Locust finally queued up to go and attack now. They're going to be able to soak up the missiles from the Widow Mines. Scan goes down, revealing exactly what is going on outside of AzureMarine's base. He moves down now to try and take this.
But you know what's...
He needs the tanks.
The king...
Ah!
The tanks kind of kill the Widow Mines.
Yeah, they do because of that splash damage. He's going to need some type of detection besides scans. Baneling's moving in, picking off a couple Marines and Marauders. AzureMarine, I think, needs more tanks, and I think he should make a Zerg player come to him.
What I would like to see from AzureMarine, load up, go to ATHEOTES base.
Yeah, actually, he could do a drop behind this and back at the Zerg base because the Zerg player is going to be focusing on this because he is now on the offensive. As long as he has, you know, a good number of tanks up on the high ground and keeps his units produced, I think he can break this contain. He's just got to stay away from these banelings. Who am I talking about? Run into the banelings. That is the way to do it. Banelings are now up on the top.
However, they were mostly destroyed by those tanks when they got up there.
Yeah. The swarm host numbers are increasing. 5 on the way. More crew tumors. The Terran army has gone down the ramp into Zerg territory now.
Let's see, one swarm host bites the dust.
A bunch more just popped out of the Nidus Swarm. They're going to be launching their Locust right now, who chased the Terran army back into his natural. This is going to be probably a good back and forth, I feel, from these two players.
Well, you know, he's going to be able to slowly pick off the swarm hosts, but once enough swarm hosts get here, these locusts are tough to deal with.
Yes, they are.
You know, and these spores are picking off the medvacs.
Yeah, we got a nasty forest of spores and spines getting set up slowly by ATHEOTES, though most of them have been picked off. You know, the bad thing is for Terran players, when you're in a situation like this, you know, you got to tech up a little bit to get the starport to get the Raven out, who has mobile detection. You waste
a Raven.
Yeah, I know. You waste a lot of energy on these scans, which prevents you from using the mules to keep your economy going.
You know, one thing I'd like to see from ATHEOTES is get the Enduring Locust.
I was wondering if he had gotten that upgrade, but it looks like he hasn't.
I mean, you know, it may not make them stronger or anything, but they're gonna last long. I mean, even if these get up the ramp, how much farther are they gonna go?
Yeah. He doesn't need it outright right now, but you know those locusts are slowly chipping away at the.
Especially now that the medvacs are gone.
Yeah. Killed his own Widow Mine with those explosions from the siege tank. And here we go, the Locusts, as you can see, when they are in large numbers, they can do damage. She's going to need to either relocate the swarm hosts or get the upgrade going for them.
I really would like to see that upgrade.
They are really far away. But there's a lot of them. Hive tech is on the way for ATHEOTES. Medvacs are getting reconstructed for AzureMarine. But as AzureMarine has to deal with this, he's falling behind slowly when it comes to tech.
And maybe we got 2 expansions going up here, another one here, another one here. Because right now ATHEOTES, he has complete and utter control of the base. Because AzureMarine, although he has medvacs, he's not using them to get around anywhere.
No, and the beauty of these swarm hosts is you don't have to micro them too much. They're all automated. So ATHEOTES can dedicate some of his APM over to macroing and getting all those expansions up and making sure that he is going to be at least in the resource count still in this game.
I mean, he doesn't have to pay attention to this at all.
No, I mean, all AzureMarine is doing is killing free units. He's not getting anywhere.
Nope. Well, one thing I would like to see ATHEOTES do is, you know, it's good to have them clumped up because then the locusts will come as a clump, but
he needs to move them up
forward, or get the upgrade.
Now a lot of lings did pop out of that, so are we gonna have banelings or something behind this? And here we go. We actually have the swarm hosts moving around. We have a large pocket of banelings hiding down here, and you know, if he does move the swarm hosts up little by little, this might help. Another scan goes down. It looks like AzureMarine is going to try and skirt around and flank this position, but he does know that these swarm hosts are here.
He also knows these banelings are here.
Yeah, he should. Yeah, he does see that the banelings are there. Oof. Tough situation for AzureMarine. You know, I think the thing that would help is if he loaded up and dropped, which it looks like this might be his thought exactly, unless he's going. Yeah, he's going to drop on these swarm hosts. He's going to need a scan so we can actually see what's going on.
Yeah, he just didn't time that. Oh, that medvac was full and got taken out by that spore as soon as it filled up.
He didn't time that all well. I think I would have preferred an attack on the main base of ATHEOTES. Though, I mean, it doesn't matter. He's got like 5 bases now. You know, you might think that he might throw down some bunkers or extra barracks or something. I mean, he's got resources.
But if ATHEOTES, he did move this clump forward. If he moves this clump forward...
Yeah. You know, if he can slowly move those clumps forward and get those locusts even closer, that extends their life. So as he starts picking away at these things, he will be able to slowly overcome this Terran defense unit, who looks like he has more medvacs right now than Marines. Oof. He's got to be careful with these tanks because they might start blasting his Marines.
Yeah, if the locusts do get close enough.
Oh, we got a stim to try and mow down these locusts a little bit more. Those locusts are butting their heads in that corner right there, so maybe a redirect on the location. Ooh. AzureMarine moved down right as the swarm hosts were repositioning. He might have been able to get a better location on that, but nope.
I was starting to poke at these banelings.
Yeah, great idea. I mean, you really can't go down to the low ground if all those banelings are down there. Ooh, he's going to be able to pick off a couple of these swarm hosts. Good call on that. Lings and banelings move in, though. Ooh, good pickup, good pickup. Didn't lose too much on that.
No, but now, since there was no units, these locusts can move in even farther.
Yeah, and the tanks are now open to assault.
You know, I still want to see this upgrade.
Yeah, I'd agree. I'd definitely agree.
I mean, if you're gonna devote yourself to the locusts, make them even more powerful.
You know, I'd like to see more locusts.
You mean,
yeah, I'd like to see more. How
about an ultra cavern?
I'll take it. Scan reveals there are a lot of lings, a lot of swarm hosts down on the low ground. AzureMarine's got to do something different. Just throwing and defending the main gate is not working. It's not going to get him out of his base. He's got to do something different. He's mined out at the main.
And this is going to be soon to follow.
Yeah, I mean, it's got every SCV working on that line right now, and I don't know. I mean, and the thing that hurts the most is AzureMarine is sitting on a lot of resources.
He's finally leaving.
All right, we do have a medvac full of Marines. But, you know, what's he going to do? Encounter all the bases and drop on them one by one?
Yes.
All right.
And now we have infestors on the way.
Good call. Locust really not breaking through anymore. AzureMarine's still able to hold the ramp. We have the first medvac. Did it drop on the first hatch it encountered? Nope, it's encountered it right now. He's going to see that there is an expansion right here.
2 ultras on the way.
Those are going to om-nom all over those tanks. Infestor pops out from the next hatchery. He does decide to drop on this one, though it has less workers. And is he targeting workers or the hatch?
Both.
Okay. And you know, what he kind of needs to do is take out tech buildings.
Alright, the lings and banelings finally moving in. I think this is really going to break the camel's back.
Yeah, tanks are now going away. Banelings taking them out quite easily. We have Zerglings going in there. The AzureMarine defense force is falling behind the middle line, but holy hell, everything on the map is moving towards his base. It is not looking good.
I mean, AzureMarine was able to take out one of the bases, but is it worth it?
No. No, it's just, it's not enough. If he had more medvacs full of Marines, it might have helped. Mm-hmm. But the lings are in the base now. They're picking off the supply depots. We have a drop into the main. But honestly, I think it's too late. We probably have the ultras moving in now with the locusts. They'll probably go with the next wave. Lot of locusts though, and they are actually keeping all of the units for AzureMarine, who's in his base, distracted.
I mean, he finally does take out that Nidus worm, so there's nothing going to be there instantly, but they can just walk now.
Yeah, I mean the creep stride is pretty decent. There is that break in the middle of the map, but you know, that's all I gotta say is.
Ultras moving in.
Yep, we got the ultras moving in now.
You know, even without upgrades, there's still scary things.
Oh yeah.
And there's the GG from AzureMarine. ATHEOTES does take the win.
I gotta give credit to AzureMarine for GGing out of the game. That takes a lot of class.
I mean, that game had to have been frustrating.
Oh yeah, absolutely. So kudos to AzureMarine, and hey, GG to ATHEOTES. Great game, I think, from both. Would have liked a different tactic from AzureMarine that maybe try and get out of that, but hey, he held for a while.
Mm-hmm.
He just didn't push out too much. So guys, leave a comment down below.
Hit that like button.
Subscribe. Send us your own games. Just find your files on your computer from the StarCraft replay folder and send it to SuperStarcraftBros@gmail.com.
Indeed.
We'd love to cast your game. And we'll see you guys tomorrow with the second game of the best of 3 between
Demon Monkey.
And who's his clanman?
A Deaf Kid.
A Deaf Kid. So check that out for game 2 of that series tomorrow on Diamond Friday. Good luck. Have fun.
GG.